teachers English, okay? Hope you have your materials ready. Your English reader book, the Nelson English book. You're supposed to also have your English notebooks, because we're going to also be writing some things down. All right. I'm so happy to teach us today, and I promise you this is going to be a very interesting class. All right. So last time in our class we read about the hostile desert. We read about the hostile desert. The desert can be hostile and a dangerous place. Yes, you agree with me, because of the sun. You don't even have anywhere to shield yourself, and there might be some creeping animals that might hurt us, especially for those people that are unfamiliar with them. Yes, it can be a very hostile or dangerous place, especially for those that are not familiar with the place. Alright, we went ahead to read a very interesting story of a traveler. The traveler told us a tale about how he survived the desert, and we got to know some very interesting words. How many of us checked the words in the dictionary? Many of us did, like sandstone, like obedience, a lot of them, a whole lot of them. Alright, so today we're going to be reading another interesting story, and at the end of the day we'll answer some few questions from our comprehension. Alright, you have to open with me to page 36, Unit 5, Mysteries. Unit 5, page 36. Yes, you can see the dinosaurs. You can see the dinosaurs, the different types of dinosaurs. So we are going to be reading the Great Dinosaur Mysteries. The Great Dinosaur Mysteries. Alright, I'm sure we all have our books now. So just look into the book, listen to me, so that at the end of the day you could answer the comprehension questions. Alright, I'll read now. Dinosaurs first walked the earth over 200 million years ago. Wow, they have stayed so much on earth. Wow. The word dinosaur, first used by zoologist Richard Owen in 1841, comes from Greek, meaning terrible lizard. The dinosaurs were reptiles, but in fact they were not true lizards. There were many different types of dinosaurs, from the gigantic to the very tiny. Some living in the ocean, others were able to fly, but most lived on earth, on the land. The majority were herbivorous, but a few were deadly predators. Wow! The dinosaurs were such a successful species that for 150 million years they dominated the earth. Scientists have always been fascinated by dinosaurs, but one of the most interesting things about them is the mystery of why 65 million years ago the dinosaurs suddenly died out. Wow, and disappeared from the earth forever. Scientists has come up with several theories. Number one, that certain small animals took to eating dinosaurs' eggs. That a nearby exploding star showered the earth with deadly X-ray. Number three, that the climate gently changed, causing the sea level to rise, which destroyed the dinosaur habitat. Number four, that one or more huge meteors from space collided with the earth, causing dramatic climate change. Let's examine each theories in order. The first theory is destroying of the earth by smaller animals. Alright? This theory is very difficult to prove. Most creatures will defeat their eggs and their young against anything, even if it means being killed themselves. It seems highly unlikely that all the different types of dinosaurs should have had this problem at about the same time. Alright, so they are saying that this first scientific theories about why the dinosaur got mysteriously missing, or they said disappearing from the surface of the earth, was the smaller animals still eating the egg. They are saying that it might not be true, because really you would see that a hawk is trying to catch the baby chicken, alright, from the sky. It dives down. What does baby chicken do? It chases it away, even if it knows that the hawk is even smarter and stronger than it, but it will still try to chase it away. So to compare with a dinosaur, as big as it is, it will neglect some other animals. It will allow some other animals to come and take the egg. Myself, I don't believe that theory. So let's go to the next theory, which is deadly X-rays. The universe contains many mysteries. The possibility of deadly radioactive X-ray reaching Earth from an exploding star is an interesting notion. It's an interesting theory. Such radioactivity is not apparent in rocks that contain fossil dinosaur remains, but might have been there once and gradually dispersed over the millions of intervening years. Unfortunately, there is no way to prove or disprove this theory. Okay? Let us go to the third theory, which was the gentle climate change. The Earth's climate is constantly changing. How many of us believe that? I believe that the Earth's climate is constantly changing, making different areas hotter and others cooler. This makes the vast ice caps of Arctic and Antarctic grow and shrink. Some scientists think that less than 1 million years ago, the ice extended to cover much more of Europe as far south as London. 65 million years ago, ice may have covered huge area and destroyed the dinosaur habitats. In the same way, the climate could have become warmer, causing the ice to melt, which gradually but significantly increases sea levels that too could have destroyed the habitat of many dinosaurs through floodings. I hope that as you're reading, you're taking notes of new words, because it is very important that when you're done reading something, some words you might not be familiar with, you go to the dictionary and check them so that you know the meaning, alright? So that you can use it subsequently while maybe talking with your friends. You could just use a new word and they'll be like, wow, she is so smart. I hope Kosi is reading as we are reading, alright? So pick up your English notebook, write new words and start jotting down the new words you can get from this our reading. All right? Okay. Climate change is normally a very gradual process, but over the years, over the 1,000 years, it can alter very significantly. However, if slow changes in sea level has been significant, the dinosaur would have had time to move to a new habitat and gradually adapt to the new conditions. Alright, so this is the third theory that the scientists gathered. Alright, they came up with so many theories that must have been the reason why we stopped seeing these dinosaurs. Alright, so let's go to the number 4. A more likely cause of destruction of the dinosaurs is rapid climate change, which would have given the dinosaurs no time to adapt. This would have to be brought about by a sudden dramatic event. Scientists came up with a possible explanation of how this might have occurred. In the 1970s, they discovered a rare material called iridium. It was found in rocks which were thought to be 65 years old. When did iridium come from? Where did iridium come from? It could be significant that it first appeared in the time when the dinosaurs died. One idea about the possible origin of the iridium has led to the theory that is now believed to be the most likely explanation of the dinosaur destruction. It is believed that the iridium may have come from outer space, from another space, and that it possibly arrived as part of one or more huge meteor which collided with Earth. In the 65 million years since they have formed, the crater caused by this meteor was torn away, but evidence of most recent collision with meteorites can still be seen today. But how could something striking the Earth 65 million years ago have killed all the dinosaurs? How? Someone may ask. The theory is that if the dinosaur has been big enough, the impact would have caused enormous amounts of rock and dust. That this would have been throwing up into Earth's atmosphere and spread through the world, breaking out most of the sun rays. For months or even years, the climate would have been dramatically different. There would have been little light or heat, and the Earth would have been permanently cold, frosty, and dark. Plants would have died, and the animals which lived on these plants would have starved, including the dinosaurs. Small animals might have been able to survive by nibbling bark or seeds, or even the frozen body of larger animals. But by the time the skies has cleared, letting it warmth and light from the sun, it would have been too late for the dinosaurs. Wow, such a great read. Such a great read. Wow. So we have seen how many theories? 1, 2, 3, and 4. What do you think might have been the cause of the extinction of these animals? What would have caused them to disappear from the surface of the earth? We don't know, but according to the scientists and their theories, for me, I'm thinking that the gentle climate change must have caused these animals to die, all right, or to start disappearing from the surface of the earth. All right. Such a great such a great read. Such a great read. Wow. So we read about the great dinosaurs mysteries. All right? We read from the passage that dinosaurs first walked the earth over 200 years ago. I'm sure that many of us must have heard the stories of the dinosaurs, or we've seen pictures of dinosaurs. They just went into extinction. Extinction means that they just stopped existing. And then scientists came up with so many theories. They came up with so many theories like destruction of egg. Destruction of egg, they are saying in these theories that probably there are some other smaller animals that go ahead and eat other these dinosaurs' egg. But they're saying, and myself, I would believe that there is no way the dinosaurs will allow other animals to eat their babies or their egg. Because imagine a hawk from the sky trying to eat up a baby chicken. You know how the fowl, the mother chicken, chases this hawk away, even though he knows that the hawk is stronger than it and the hawk has every advantage over it. All right. So myself, I do not believe this theory of destruction of egg by other animals. All right. So they came up with the second theory, the deadly X-rays. They came up with the fact that a nearby explosion star showered the earth with deadly X-rays, and such radioactivity is not apparent on rock that contained fossil dinosaurs remain. Alright, but they said that unfortunately there is no way to prove or disprove this theory. Okay, so that one might be believable or unbelievable, because there is no way to say this is true or this is not true. And they came up with the third theory, which is the gentle climate change. All right, they said that the climate change must have affected these dinosaurs so well that it must have killed all of them and they died off. They stopped living on surface earth, because the scientists, some of them go ahead, the zoologists, they go ahead to dig up dinosaurs' bone, dinosaurs' skull, the different parts of the body of the dinosaur. So that was why they started coming up with these theories. And they said lastly, the fourth theory that came up was about the mentors, that one or more huge mentors from space collided with the earth, causing dramatic climate change. All right, they said that it was possible that something from space just came down, something like the iridium came down and affected the earth so greatly that it had to kill those dinosaurs. They could not adapt to this change, to this climate change, this rapid climate change, and they had to die. Okay, so all of these theories was what these scientists came out to say might be the reason why these dinosaurs must have died out. So which of these theory do you think, which of this theory do you think is the reason why there is been an extinction of these dinosaurs? Please answer. For me, I would say is the last theory. Yes. So maybe something from space came down to Earth and then it started causing these dinosaurs not to adapt to the climate, the rapid climate change. Alright? That would have affected the Earth then. And probably that's why we don't see them anymore on Earth. For me, you might have a different opinion. All right. So we are going to answer the comprehension questions in our notebook, please. In our notebooks. And please, you have to submit it on Tuesday morning to me. When you say great morning, Miss Dorcas, you submit your assignment. Okay, the comprehension question, I will answer number 1. All right, I would answer number 1. So what does the dinosaur mean? What does the dinosaur mean? All right, the dinosaur comes from a Greek word which means terrible lizard. The dinosaur comes from a Greek word which means terrible lizard. Alright, so you have to answer the rest of the question. Number 2 question says, how long ago did the dinosaurs die out? How long ago did the dinosaur die out? Then number 3 says, what were the 2 possible effects of slow climate change on the dinosaurs' habitat? What were the 2 possible effects of slow climate change on the dinosaurs' habitat? Then number 3, where does scientists believe iridium comes from? All right, you have to answer these questions, all of them. You have to answer them in your English notebook. Find out the new words you must have gotten from this our comprehension passage. Find out their meaning. Find out their meaning. You write new words and their meaning. You write it just like this, just like so on the board. New words, new words, new words with your table and meaning. All right, pick out at least 7 new words from this comprehension passage. Find out their meaning and submit it to me tomorrow morning. And also answer the comprehension questions. I repeat the questions again. There are just 4 of them. I repeat the question again. How long ago did the dinosaur die out? That's number 1. Number 2, what were the 2 possible effects of slow climate change on the dinosaurs' habitat? Number 3, where do scientists believe iridium comes from? Alright, so I'll see you tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed today's class. Alright, I'm sure we all did, because in this was an interesting read. The Great Dinosaur Mysteries. It was a very, very interesting read. Alright, So make sure you do your assignments and you're submitting it tomorrow. Thank you for listening. I so much appreciate, I so much love teaching you today, and have a great time, guys.